Good evening from San Jose and welcome to Mountain West Basketball. Tonight, the San Jose State Spartans welcome the Boise State Broncos in conference action. Boise State coming in on a 3-game winning streak to get to 12-8 on the year and 4-5 in the Mountain West. San Jose State trying to snap a 3-game losing streak. They're 6-14, just 1-8 in conference play, but a lot healthier than they have been in some of these recent games, and we'll see if getting bodies back will help the Spartans. Welcome inside Provident Credit Union Event Center. Ben Ross with you on the call tonight, and it should be fun. Again, don't let the records fool you. This San Jose State team is a very different team when they're at full strength. Now, they're not 100%, but they're definitely getting a lot closer. And we can tell you one of the guys who is back and returned last game is Colby Garland, the leading scorer, actually the second leading scorer in the Mountain West Conference, behind only MJ Collins of Utah State. Came off the bench last game for San Jose State, and that will be what we see again tonight as they are easing him back into play. You see the 18.4 points per game, also better than 4 assists. He's a guy who is just a floor general, does a little bit of everything, and clearly a very different team when he's on the court for San Jose State. On the other side, for Boise State, boy, they're coming off an impressive win in their last game on Saturday. That was over Air Force, 96-54, and a big part of that was the big man, Drew Fielder, going for 20 points on 8 of 9 from the field. He's their leading scorer at 13.6 points per game, also averages 5.5 rebounds. And you can see the field goal percentage, 55%. He is very tough to stop inside at 6'11". So that'll be one of the keys to watch tonight, certainly for San Jose State. Let's get you the starting lineups as they are announced right now. We'll start with the Spartans since they're coming out right into your living room. Melvin Bell Jr., Pasha Gadarzi, Jermaine Washington, Adrian Myers, and there's Sidrak Nganga, who began his collegiate career at Boise State. He then transferred to Seton Hall and now in his second season with San Jose State. So again, Colby Garland back, but will be coming off the bench after missing 4 games due to injury. He had 10 points and 7 assists last game in his return at Wyoming. We'll see how soon Tim Miles turns to him to get into this game. For Boise State, the starting lineup, Dylan Andrews and R.J. Keene in the backfield. The aforementioned Drew Fielder, along with Andrew Meadow and Javen Buchanan up front. And again, it's a Boise State team that's playing a lot better after maybe a little bit of a slow start, especially in conference play. They are now 12-8 overall, 4-5 in the Mountain West, so a chance to get to 500 with a win tonight, and they have won 3 in a row, including that blowout win Saturday over Air Force. Now we're just about set to go from the event center. Thanks for spending part of your night with us. I feel like it's always a fun game when these two schools get together, regardless of the records, at least over the last couple of years, although Boise State has won the last 4 meetings between these schools. We'll see if San Jose State can pull off the upset tonight at home. It'll be Nganga and Fielder for the opening tip at midcourt. And we are underway from San Jose. Adrian Myers steals that one for San Jose State. And the Spartans with the first possession of the night. SJSU averaging 70 points per game. They shoot 35% from 3 as Nganga misses his first look and last touch by the Spartans. Again, it's a San Jose State team that has just been ravaged by injuries the last month. They're still without Yafet Mundi and Ben Roseborough, as well as Javon Hanna, who's only been able to play in 2 games this year. But fortunately, Colby Garland and Jermaine Washington are both back as we got a foul here against San Jose State. That'll go against Washington. Boise State averages 78 points per game. Andrews guarded in the corner by a couple of Spartans. Gets it to Fielder. Nice move back to his left. And the bank shot won't go. Rebounded by Washington. Man-to-man defense from the Broncos as Godarzi was still 13 on the shot clock. He's getting a lot more playing time recently, and Myers stepped out of bounds. So back to Boise State, still looking for our first points of the night. 106 in. Fielder faked the three. He can hit that shot at 36% this year. Back for Andrews. Inside to Fielder. Extra pass to Buchanan. Had a good look at the three, but missed it. Rebound to Andrews. Meadow from the corner. That won't fall. Another offensive rebound for the Broncos. They're going to work on the offensive glass, but they couldn't finish. And a foul going the other way. Wow. Couple of great looks inside for Boise State. There's a lid on that basket early as we remain scoreless. Good look there at Tim Miles, San Jose State head coach. Now in his 5th season on the job. Leon Rice for Boise State in his 16th year now. 328 wins. Washington for three, knocks it down. And the first points of the night to San Jose State. Washington has been shooting the three ball well this year, 37% from beyond the arc. As that's lobbed inside, Myers got a hand on it, but Keene chases it down, and the throw down from Andrew Meadow. Meadow averaging 13 points a game this year, along with 4 rebounds, preseason All Mountain West selection. 3-2 Spartans, 17:20 to go in this first half. As Nganga spins away from Fielder, now a hook shot over the top, rolls out. And Boise State wants to push. Buchanan attacking and draws the foul. Nganga picks up his first personal, second team foul for San Jose State. It will be a shooting foul, as Buchanan will go to the line for a pair. 80% this season for Javen Buchanan. And that one rims out. Senior from Lafayette, Indiana, now in his 2nd year with Boise State after beginning his career at Indiana Wesleyan. He's the reigning 6th man of the year in the Mountain West. And now into the starting lineup as a senior. And that one will roll in to tie the game at 3 apiece. So Nganga comes out of the game with that early foul. Marcus Overstreet checks in for SJSU. Washington, hesitation, tough shot, comes up short. Overstreet got the offensive rebound, but he's tied up. And the possession arrow belongs to Boise State. Well, some good defense from both sides early on. Boise State shooting just 1 of 6 from the field. San Jose State is 1 for 4.
Hey, let's get a stop, White. Let's get a stop. Talk.
Andrews for Meadow. Andrews thought about the three. Myers stays right with him. Now Fielder shuffling, kept the pivot foot and banks it in. San Jose State wanted a 3-second call there, but it's 5-3 Boise State as Fielder has his first 2 of the night. Nice fake by Godarzi, but it's ripped away from him. Buchanan with the quick hands. Second turnover for San Jose State. Buchanan into the paint, got his own miss, kicks out, and Meadow knocks down the three. 8-0 run for Boise State after the Spartans scored first. We'll have a timeout at the next whistle. SJSU looking to answer the 8-0 spurt from the Broncos. Look at this tenacious defense from Boise State. Really forcing the Spartans offense out far from the basket. High arcing three, and Pasha Godarzi knocks it down. He's hitting 39% beyond the arc this year. And that cuts the lead to 2. Nice move inside Andrews. Buchanan went up but didn't have the ball. Here comes Washington the other way. Pretty crossover with the left hand blocked. They battle for it on the floor, and a whistle. Foul on Boise State. So it'll be Spartans basketball when we return. We'll take our first time out of the night with 14:49 to go in the first half. Boise State leading early, 8-6. Welcome back to San Jose. A look at the previous meeting between the Spartans and the Broncos. Big win for Boise State. Not quite a year ago, last season, 79-52. That was at Boise State. These teams will meet again this season in Boise. That game will be February 21st. But a good one early on, 8-6. The Broncos lead from the event center in San Jose. Spartans trying to snap a 4-game losing streak against Boise State. The last Spartans win in this series came in 2023. Of course, Boise State has been one of the top programs in the Mountain West. Colby Garland into the game for the first time tonight for Tim Miles. And it'll be Spartans basketball down by 2. So Garland again coming off the bench. Godarzi will try another three and hit. Pasha Godarzi, a couple of rainbows. And it's 9-8 SJSU. Godarzi has really increased his role this season as a redshirt sophomore. Averaging 7 points per game. Now above 40% from 3 on the season. Fielder defended well, back outside for Nato. Down the lane, puts it up with the right hand, missed it. And Godarzi has the rebound going the other way. That was Aguinaldo Nato, the freshman from Angola for Boise State. Marcus Overstreet, the ball for the Spartans. And Ganga too strong for a three, but Overstreet chased it down. That's one thing that Marcus does really well, is rebound, especially on the offensive glass. Just provides a lot of energy. Another guy who's increased his role as the season went on. Gets it off the feed from Garland, but shuffled the feet. Turnover number 3 for San Jose State. A couple more changes for SJSU as Douglas Langford comes into the game. What we've seen this last month for San Jose State, as Pearson Carmichael knocks down the three, is in a lot of these games where the Spartans have been dealing with injuries. They've stayed close for about 30 minutes or 35 minutes and then just sort of run out of gas. So you can see Tim Miles trying to go deeper into his bench now that he's got some more options here, as Bell couldn't finish inside. 11-9, Boise State with the basketball. Spencer Ahrens. Now for Bon Boom, down the lane, count it plus the foul. Couple of freshmen combining there for the Broncos. And it's 13-9 with a chance for another. That's Nganga's second personal foul. And Bon Boom will go to the line. The freshman from Lincoln, Nebraska, only averages 1 point per game this year in limited action. Completes the three-point play. 14-9. A little three-quarter court pressure here from Boise State. Spartans have been pretty good taking care of the ball this year, but they do get the turnover, the over and back, and that's now 4 early giveaways in this one. SJSU only averages 11.7 turnovers per game.
20, please. Thank you, Timmy. Yeah, I got it. 20 guys, please. Thank you. Ready? Don't move.
So because the turnover was in the back court, it'll only be 20 on the shot clock for Boise State here. Aguinaldo Nato down the right side, lay it up, lay it in, plus the foul. And a chance for another three-point play for Boise State. They're on an 8-0 run. That's already their second 8-0 spurt tonight. Foul goes against Langford, who checks out of the game. So Nato, a 74% free throw shooter, averaging 6 points per game. And he converts. 9 straight for the Broncos to build an 8-point lead. An impressive start for the Boise State bench. A lot of young freshmen getting the job done. A little too aggressive there from Boom. He picks up the foul. That's the third team foul for Boise State, 4 for SJSU. Garland's got to keep his feet there because he caught it in the front court, and he does. Guarded closely by Nato. Washington to the corner for Nganga. In and out. Overstreet got the rebound, stripped away out of bounds. Still Spartan basketball. And we'll take another timeout as Marcus Overstreet doing his work on the offensive glass. That's already 3 rebounds for him in 4 minutes. 11:57 to go in the half. 17-9, Boise State. (17-9) our score early. Boise State leading San Jose State. 11:57 to go in the first half. As we welcome you back to Provident Credit Union Event Center. Ben Ross with you on the Mountain West Network tonight. A 9-0 run for the Broncos after San Jose State took a 1-point lead. And we'll see out of this timeout if Tim Miles' club can answer again. Remember, Boise State had an 8-0 run earlier in this game. And the Spartans did respond with a couple of three-pointers from Pasha Godarzi. An early look at the stats. Boise State 46% from the field. San Jose State 30%. Really, the biggest difference right now is the turnovers. 4 for San Jose State, resulting in 9 Boise State points. Just 1 Bronco turnover. This will be Spartans basketball out of bounds. 19 on the shot clock. Garland into the paint. Pretty bounce pass. And Nganga throws it down. Well, that's what San Jose State has been missing with Garland out. It's not just the scoring, but it's the facilitating on the offensive end. Average is better than 4 assists per game. As Carmichael with a nice look. It wouldn't fall for Aarons, and now here comes San Jose State down by 6. Garland drawing a lot of attention from the Boise State defense. Washington missed the 3. Offensive rebound for Bell. Nice hustle. And he gets fouled on the floor. So now 4 fouls on each team. Let's see who that one goes against for Boise State. That'll be on Carmichael. Garland trying to find some space. Another nice feed to Myers, who gets fouled. Colby Garland setting up his teammates here in the first half, and that will send Adrian Myers to the free throw line. Kind of looked like he was trapped there on the baseline and was able to find Myers, who made a nice cut. Spencer Aarons picks up the foul. Myers can't convert the first one. 71% free throw shooter on the year. Redshirt sophomore from Stevens City, Virginia. Began his career at Mississippi State. Redshirted last year for the Bulldogs after making 10 appearances as a true freshman. And 0 for 2 at the line on that trip. So missed opportunity there. The lead remains 6 for Boise State. Good battle going on inside between Fielder and Overstreet. Now they get the switch. Myers got a hand on it. 3 to shoot. Andrews. That didn't draw iron, so it should be a shot clock violation. And it will be Spartans basketball. Good defense by San Jose State, denying entry to Drew Fielder. Just over 10 minutes to play in the first half. 17-11 Boise State. Looking for their 4th straight win to get back to 500 in conference play. Garland. Washington passed up the shot, steps out for 3 and hits that one. Well, I wasn't sure about the decision in the moment, but it works out as Jermaine Washington now has 6 points to match Pasha Gadarzi. They're a combined 4 for 5 from 3-point range. Broncos can't answer. And here comes San Jose State. Chance to get back within 1 or tie with another 3. Garland, pretty move, and lays it home. Leon Rice wants timeout. That's a 7-0 run for San Jose State and a 30-second timeout for the Broncos. So this has been a game of runs already. Boise State had an early 8-0 run to build an 8-3 lead. San Jose State vaulted back in front 9-8. Then Boise went back in control with a 9-0 run. And the Spartans have answered with 7 straight of their own. Colby Garland's first basket of the night. He's got 2 points and 2 assists. Again, coming off the bench as he did Saturday at Wyoming. He missed the previous 4 games with an injury. So easing back into the rotation. I'm sure they'd like to limit his minutes as best they can. The Broncos will have the basketball out of the timeout with a 1-point lead. Boise State 12-8 on the season. They're 4-5 in the Mountain West. San Jose State 6-14, just 1-8 in conference. But again, as we've talked about, a very different team when they've got some of these bodies back healthy. Meadow into the paint, lost it, and Overstreet was out of bounds. So it'll still be Broncos basketball. Marcus Overstreet really giving Tim Miles and company some good minutes tonight. He's already got 4 rebounds in this game in just 7 minutes. Buchanan with the left hand lays it in. Javen Buchanan averaging 12 points a game, the reigning 6th man of the year in the Mountain West. Makes it 19-16 Broncos. Garland getting the screen from Overstreet. He's double teamed. Another pretty pass. Oh, he's Houdini. Somehow finds Myers for the 2. There have been multiple times tonight where Colby Garland has appeared completely trapped and somehow found a teammate for a good look inside. Andrews for 3. Offensive rebound, Buchanan. Myers stands his ground inside, and the Broncos will reset. Andrews, pretty pass, and the throwdown from Meadow. 21-18, Boise State under 8 to play in the first half. Myers, entry pass for Overstreet. 10 on the shot clock. Godarzi comes to help. Gonna have to force one up. Final 4 seconds. Myers around the screen for 3. Banks it in. Hey, he'll take it any way that he can get it. And Adrian Myers ties the game at 21. Nice look to Fielder. Right back the other way. That's already the 3rd dunk of this half for Boise State. And they lead it by 2. Godarzi, no 3. They're going to call the offensive foul on an illegal screen. And Jermaine Washington picks up his 2nd personal. Media timeout with 6:58 to go in the half. Good one going in San Jose. Boise State up by 2. Oh. 23-21 our score. Boise State leading San Jose State on a beautiful evening in the South Bay. Ben Ross with you at the Provident Credit Union Event Center. Spartans looking for their 2nd conference win of the year. Boise State trying to get back to 500 in the Mountain West. They're currently 4-5. And it's been a good first half. Entertaining game, back and forth. Broncos shooting 45% from the field. San Jose State 50%. Slight rebounding edge to Boise State at 10-9. Both teams doing a lot of their work on the offensive glass. 5 offensive rebounds for the Broncos, 4 for the Spartans. And it'll be Boise State basketball up by 2. Looking for their 5th straight win over SJSU. Nato with a quick first step, back for Meadow. Down the lane, no good. And Bell taps the rebound to himself. Melvin Bell has really come on toward the second half of this freshman season for San Jose State. He's actually the only Spartan to play in every game this year. All the injuries we've talked about. Tough shot from Garland. He wanted a foul, but he missed it short. Back comes Boise State. Buchanan swarmed underneath, but draws a foul. There were a few Spartans around him. We'll see who it goes against. And it's Colby Garland who picks up his first personal. Garland getting an explanation. Again, he thought he was fouled on the other end. So Buchanan back to the free throw line. He's 1 for 2 on the night. And now 1 for 3. Well, Buchanan's an 80% free throw shooter on the season. He's just been a little bit out of rhythm. Even the one that he made, remember, hit the front rim and got a fortunate bounce over the top. That one rolls in as well. 24-21. We've seen 3 lead changes in this first half, 2 ties. As Garland sets up the offense for San Jose State. Under 6 minutes to play in the first half. Myers for 3. Boy, San Jose State really shooting the 3 ball well. They're now 6 for 9 beyond the arc. And they tie it again at 24. Myers now leading all scorers with 8 points in this game. And another SJSU foul. And if that's Nganga, that's his 3rd personal. It's also going to be a 1-and-1 for Boise State. So Nganga has to come out of the game with 3 first-half fouls. Dylan Andrews, an excellent free throw shooter at 87%. Will shoot a 1-and-1 for the Broncos. And he gets the bonus. Senior from Gardena in Southern California. He's a UCLA transfer. Having a nice season for Boise State. 11 points a game along with 3 assists and 3 rebounds. One more coming. And perfect. Boise State 6 for 8 from the free throw line. San Jose State 0 for 2. Melvin Bell showing the versatility there as he brings it to the front court. He could play either guard position. Garland trying to find some space. This Boise State defense has been very good in this first half. Did Darcy pull up 3? Missed it. Here comes Andrews the other way. And they're going to call it travel on Aarons. Just the 3rd turnover for Boise State. 5 for San Jose State. So they got Melvin Bell running the point and Garland coming off the ball. 5 minutes to go in the first half. 2-point lead for Boise. Garland spinning his way into the paint. Puts up a tough shot and knocks it down. Tied again at 26. Now Garland is so good in that mid-range game. Even when it looks like it should be a tough shot, I think he'll make more than he misses. Down to the ground goes Carmichael, and a foul against Garland. So he'll now have to be careful as that's his 2nd personal. Nganga with 3. Garland has 2 fouls, and Jermaine Washington also with 2. Nobody for Boise State with more than 1. So the foul trouble could definitely be a factor in this game for the Spartans, something to keep an eye on. Team foul number 8, which means another 1-and-1. Pearson Carmichael, 78% foul shooter. And he hits the first. Carmichael, 6'7" sophomore from Bend, Oregon. He was a 2-time Oregon State Player of the Year in high school. Averaging close to 9 points a game this season. And he goes 2 for 2 at the line. 28-26 Broncos. And now they go with a full court press. We saw the little three-quarter court action earlier. As they back out of it, Bell across the timeline. Garland, hesitation. Oh, everything but the finish. Look at Overstreet on the offensive glass. And he'll go to the free throw line. The Spartans bench loves the effort. Marcus Overstreet bringing the energy. He's got 5 rebounds now in this first half. 3 of them have been on the offensive end. First free throw good. Overstreet now 7 for 11 at the free throw line this year. Junior from Chicago in his first season with San Jose State, transferred from Mercer. And he doesn't get the roll, so it remains a 1-point Boise State lead. 4:10 to go in the first half. Aaron's good look inside, and the lay-in by Parolin. That's Dominic Parolin, the 6th-year senior from British Columbia, getting his first action of the night. (30-27). Myers has been hot this half. Overstreet. Hands off for Godarzi, under 10 on the shot clock. Bell steps into a 3. And it rims out. Here comes Boise State. They want to run. Nato a little out of control. Back the other way for Bell. Ahead for Garland. Missed the shot. Overstreet another offensive rebound and the putback. Marcus Overstreet with 6 rebounds, 4 offensive. And it's a 1-point game again. Nice back cut. Boom with the 2. And what do we have? A delay of game. I think just going to be a warning on Boise State. Well, it might not just be a warning. This could be a free throw for San Jose State when we resume. We'll sort it all out, take a timeout with 3:04 to go in the half, and a 3-point Boise State lead. Welcome back. 3:04 to go in the first half. 32-29 at Boise State. It was just a delay of game warning against the Broncos, so no free throws coming here for San Jose State, but it's been an entertaining first half, and the Spartans absorbing some early runs from the Broncos, and they're hanging right around. Boise State has led by as many as 8 in this first half. 3 lead changes, 4 ties. And it should be San Jose State basketball out of the timeout. Boise State shooting 48% from the field, just 2 for 7 from 3. San Jose State a big advantage at that 3-point line, 6 for 11. 46% overall in this first half. Boise State has controlled the interior game, however. An 18-10 advantage. Points in the paint. Spartans get it across the timeline. Chance to get back within 1 or tie with a 3. Garland sizing up Carmichael. Overstreet. Being guarded by Parolin. Back to Garland with 7 to shoot. Garland trying to create that mid-range for himself. Got to put one up. Godarzi to beat the buzzer. It's blocked. And a shot clock violation. Great defense from Boise State. Didn't give the Spartans any clean looks. And that's their 6th turnover of the half. Von Boom going against Myers. Taking it through the Euro step and draws a foul. Aggressive move by the freshman. And he'll go back to the free throw line where he is 1 for 1 tonight. That foul goes against Adrian Myers, his first personal. Boone's got a lot of length. 6'8", 175 freshman from Lincoln, Nebraska, and does not convert that first free throw. Oh for 2 on that trip. Rebounded by Bell. So it remains a 3-point lead for Boise State. Look at the defensive pressure from the Broncos, forcing Gedarzi way back toward midcourt. Overstreet spinning wildly, somehow gets it to fall, plus the foul. Oh, you got to see the look on Tim Miles' face after that one. Giving a smirk to his fellow coaches in the San Jose State bench. Hey, Marcus Overstreet came to play tonight. A chance at a 3-point play. Overstreet 1 for 2 at the line. And now 1 for 3. So he can't tie the game. We're under 2 minutes to go in the first half. Boise State with a 1-point lead. Carmichael picks up the dribble. Now Nato toward midcourt. Down to 10 on the shot clock for Carmichael. Right down the lane. And an offensive foul. They're going to get him for a hook. So that goes the other way. 5th turnover for Boise State. That's the 2nd personal foul on Carmichael. And a chance now for San Jose State to take the lead. Final minute and a half here in this first 20. Garland being closely guarded by midcourt. Nato, the freshman, with endless energy. Gedarzi, he's got a couple of threes this half, so does Myers. Myers, mid-range, too strong. And the rebound chased down by Meadow. Fielder beats everyone down the floor. That could be a goaltend plus the foul, and yeah, that's what they're going to say. So they called a foul, and that shot hit the glass before it was touched, which means it's a goaltend. Good call. Myers just a little bit late, so a chance at a 3-point play. Fielder now with 6 points and 3 rebounds in this first half. 74% foul shooter. Off the front iron, battle for the rebound to Gedarzi. Both teams leaving a lot of points at the free throw line. Boise State 8 for 13. San Jose State just 1 for 5. Garland off balance. There's Overstreet. Pump fake. Oh, couldn't bank it home. Had a great look. Boise back the other way. Off the fingertips of Fielder and out of bounds. So now both teams with 6 turnovers. San Jose State's done a much better job taking care of the ball. Remember, they had 4 early turnovers. And so about a 12-second difference between the 2 clocks here. Boise State should get 1 more possession after this if they're able to get a defensive rebound. Garland gets fouled going up. Fielder doesn't like it. That is his 2nd personal, and I'm sure he was hoping to avoid that one in the final seconds of this first half. He thought he was vertical, but Garland will go to the line for 2. Garland 84% at the free throw line. Earlier this year, before he got injured, he set the San Jose State program record with 37 consecutive made free throws. It was an incredible run to watch. And he goes 2 for 2 here. 1 point lead for Boise State. Broncos can hold for the final shot of the half. Boise State has led the majority of this half by as many as 8, but San Jose State has hung around. It's been a fun one. Down to 6 for Andrews, right down the middle, and are they going to call that a shooting foul? Yes, they are. I guess at this point it doesn't matter because San Jose State is already over the limit. Double bonus for Boise State, but 2 free throws coming. Dylan Andrews, 87% at the line, 2 for 2 in this one. 4.9 seconds on the clock. And he stays perfect tonight. Both teams really getting balanced scoring in this game. No one on either side with more than 8 points. That's Adrian Myers, who's got the game high 8 for San Jose State. One more free throw for Andrews, and he goes 2 for 2. Spartans with a chance here, 4.9 seconds. Garland trying to get it with some momentum going. Back for Myers from half court. Off the top of the backboard. And that'll take us to halftime. Boise State with a 36-33 lead. The Broncos end up shooting 50% in that first half. Spartans at 41%, although they were 6 for 12 from three-point range. Should be a good second half. Don't go away. We got our halftime show coming up right here on the Mountain West Network. Welcome back to San Jose. About 5 minutes left in the halftime break. Got a good one going at the event center tonight. Boise State leading San Jose State 36-33. Been a back and forth kind of game. Broncos have had a couple of 8-0 runs. Actually, one of them was 9-0, but each time the Spartans have answered back to keep it close. Boise State's biggest lead of this game has been 8 points. San Jose State has also had a few leads, leading by as many as 3. So we'll see what the Spartans can do in this second half. And if they can get back into this one, I think we got some highlights coming up from this first half of action. Boise State trying to get back to 500 in conference play. They're 4-5. And they have a few dunks in that first half. That one courtesy of Andrew Meadow, the preseason all-conference selection. And then, well, there he goes again. Meadow with 7 points in that first half. Spartans really, actually both teams did a good job from three-point range. There's Drew Fielder, who was coming off 20 points in his last game, 8 for 9. But how about Jermaine Washington? He had a couple of threes. So did Pasha Gedarzi. So did Adrian Myers. As San Jose State 6 for 12 from downtown in that first half. Washington and Gedarzi in particular have been outstanding from three-point range this year. Both of them up close to 40%. And really, Adrian Myers, since kind of a slow start shooting the basketball this year, that one he got some help from the glass, but he's taken it close to 40% as well, up at 36%. So the three-point shooting has definitely benefited SJSU in some games this year. As we take a look at the stats at halftime, 50% shooting overall for Boise State, 41% for San Jose State. Slight edge on the glass, 17-15. Although for Boise, although San Jose State had the edge on the offensive glass, 7-5, and then the turnovers there you see 6 apiece. We talked about the free throws. Both teams have left some points at the line. We'll see if San Jose State maybe can cash in a little better. Boise State's done a great job of at least getting to the free throw line. And they are 10 for 15. Let's look at the individual stats. We kind of talked about how balanced the scoring has been in this game for both teams. Leading scorer is Adrian Myers with 8 points on 3 of 4 shooting for San Jose State. There it is. And Andrew Meadow with 7 points as the team lead for Boise State. So should be a good second half. We'll see which of these teams can sort of take things over. And I would expect some more runs going both ways. We'll take one more break and be back with the second half right after this on the Mountain West Network. We're just about ready to go in the second half from Provident Credit Union Event Center in San Jose. Teams are back out on the floor and ready to go, with Boise State enjoying a 3-point advantage over San Jose State, 36-33. Broncos have won the last 4 meetings between these two schools, trying to make it 5 in a row tonight, trying to get their 4th win in a row overall this year. San Jose State looking to snap their 3-game losing streak and pick up their 2nd conference win. So here we go, San Jose State basketball to start the second half. And Jermaine Washington will run the point, with Colby Garland once again coming off the bench to start this half. Darcy to the corner for Myers. Baseline to Washington. Open 3, buckets. Beautifully designed play out of the break, and we're tied at 36. Boise State looking to answer. Meadow, count it, plus the foul. Andrew Meadow a chance to get into double figures if he can hit the free throw. Marcus Overstreet picks up his first foul. And Meadow to the free throw line, off the front iron, but got his own rebounds. That had a long rebound that he was able to chase down. And now it's Andrews into the paint, rattles it in. So it turns into a 4-point possession for Boise State. And they're up 40-36. Washington pulls up from 6 feet, missed it short. Fielder bends down to grab the rebound. Gets it back on the bounce pass from Keene. Fielder attacking, and he'll go to the line. Looks like he took a shot to the forehead there. Melvin Bell picks up his first personal. So Fielder to the free throw line. He's 0 for 1 tonight. And he hits that one. Drew Fielder, the junior from Boise, 6'11", leading scorer at 14 points per game, coming off 20 last game on 8 of 9 shooting. And that huge win for Boise State over Air Force. That was a blowout, 96-54. Fielder converts. He's got 8 points tonight, and it's 42-36 as Keene took a spill. Overstreet handoff, knocked out of bounds by Andrews. Bell will inbound. Lobs it for Overstreet. Washington with 5 to shoot. Step back 3. Front iron. Boise State looking to extend this 6-point lead. And just out of the reach of Fielder, or else he would have had another 2. We'll see how long Tim Miles goes before he brings Colby Garland back into the game. Garland played 15 minutes that first half off the bench. Again, this is his second game back from injury. Overstreet, tough catch there from Bell. Washington around the screen. More ferocious defense from Boise State. Not a whole lot of room to operate. Tough shot for Myers. And the Broncos back the other way. Buchanan too strong on the layup. And then picks up a foul. Well, that answers the question. Colby Garland coming back into the game, as is Sidrak Nganga. .23 to play, 6-point lead for Boise State. They've scored the last 6. After Jermaine Washington hit a 3 to tie the game. That's been the only point of the half so far for San Jose State. And Nganga back into the game with 3 fouls. Washington has the mismatch, being guarded by Fielder. He shoots over the top and hits. Jermaine Washington, 4 for 6 from 3-point land. He leads all scorers with 12. Ball batted away by Nganga, still Boise State ball. As the Broncos will go to their bench, Nato and Aarons, a couple of freshmen will check in. Another look at that step back from Washington, who's really shooting the ball with confidence, not just tonight, but all season long. He's up around 40% from 3-point range on the year. Fielder. His pass deflected and stolen by Bell. Garland right on the money for Myers. Couldn't slow down enough for the reverse layup. Back comes Nato. Underneath goes Meadow. It rims out. Fielder got it back. And that's too easy. Right down the lane, Andrew Meadow. Into double figures with 11. 44-39. Boise State has led by as many as 8 tonight. As Washington to the corner for Myers. His 3. No good off the front rim. And here comes Boise. A little bit of a helter-skelter first 4 minutes of this half. Broncos came in with a 3-point lead. They're up by 5 now as that 3 missed, and now Washington the other way. Garland trying to go baseline, gets bumped by Nato. So it'll be San Jose State ball when we return. We'll take our first time out of the half with 15:39 remaining. 44-39 our score. Boise State on top. And I think it should be a really fun tournament this year. I mean, it's a pretty wide open Mountain West. I was talking before the game with some people. I mean, even this San Jose State team, you see them at 1-8 in the conference, but if they're healthy, they could maybe surprise some people. We're seeing them give Boise State a great challenge tonight. 5-point lead for the Broncos. Here's Melvin Bell running the offense. Spinning into the paint, mid-range, no good. Open look in the corner. Wouldn't fall for Meadow, and a foul on Bell going for the rebound. For Melvin Bell, that is his second personal. 3 fouls this half on the Spartans, 2 on Boise State. Another look at a 3, this one Carmichael, and he cashes in. And that matches the biggest lead of the game for Boise State, 47-39. Broncos not shooting the ball great from 3, just 3 for 10, but overall 50% from the field. And now the Spartans have dipped down to 38% shooting. Overstreet powers it up, too strong. Right now, the San Jose State offense a little out of rhythm. Credit this Boise State defense. Only points of the half are a couple of 3s from Jermaine Washington. Aarons, nice hesitation move. And it's 49-39. Tim Miles wants a timeout. And that's a 7-0 run for Boise State and 13-3 over the last 5 minutes. We'll take the timeout as well. Broncos have extended the lead to 10. $14-11 remaining from the event center in San Jose. A beautiful day down in the South Bay in the Bay Area, and turning into a nice night. Of course, we got the Super Bowl coming to this region. That's next week. First things first, we got some basketball tonight. The Broncos now on a 13-3 run. Remember, the Spartans tied the game at 36 in the opening minute of this second half. And since then, Boise State has just taken over. This is their biggest lead of the night. First double-digit lead for either side. And now we'll see if San Jose State can punch back out of this Tim Miles timeout. Broncos come out with some more full court pressure. Well, back out of it as Nganga sprints to the front court. Nganga lost his balance. Down to 10 on the shot clock. Again, aggressive defense from Boise State. Washington creates space, step back 3, in and out. And rebounded by Carmichael. The Broncos defensively tonight have been very impressive. They've held San Jose State to 36% shooting to this point. Nato, his pass goes off the backboard, and that'll be a turnover. Bell quickly the other way with the right hand, no good, but he's fouled. Pearson Carmichael, the guilty party for Boise State. That's his 3rd personal. And Melvin Bell with his first trip to the line tonight. 68% on the year. Well, San Jose State now just 3 for 8 at the free throw line. Boise State has gotten there a lot more, 12 for 18. Gets the second one, and that trims the lead back to single digits.
Stay ready, Melvin. Come on,
13:05 remaining. A lot of basketball to be played. Spartans trying to hang around. Nato for Carmichael. He drives right down the middle and scores it +1. Well, some of these young players for Boise State have really been impressive. Carmichael, the sophomore from Bend, Oregon, now into double figures with 10. He's perfect shooting, 3 for 3, 2 for 2 from three-point land. And he's 2 for 2 at the line with a chance for one more. And he remains perfect. 52-40. Boise State outscoring San Jose State 16-7 so far this half. Spartans turn for offense. This would probably be a good option. Colby Garland, second leading scorer in the conference. Drives into traffic, and boy, he made that look too easy. 52-42. As Garland now with 8 points and 4 assists, coming off the bench as he did on Saturday at Wyoming. Missed the previous 4 games due to injury. Nice pass to Parolin, who banks it in. So Boise State getting a lot of easy looks. The Broncos 7 for 11 from the field this half. Already 18 points. 54-42, Garland double teamed, trying to find somewhere to go. Overstreet gives it right back to Garland. Again collects a crowd. Ooh, look at the handle from Washington, but he couldn't hit the jump shot. Andrews wants to push. Pass tipped away from Aarons, out of bounds. San Jose State ball. And we'll get the under 12 media timeout. So the Broncos starting to get a little separation. They've matched their biggest lead at 12. We'll see what the Spartans can do after this. 11:22 to go. Good look at the marching band, or the basketball band here for San Jose State. As the Spartans trying to hang around tonight, Boise State leads it 54-42. This was a 3-point game at halftime, and in fact, the Spartans tied it right at the start of the second half. But since then, the Broncos have really taken control, outscoring San Jose State 18-6. And this Broncos team has been playing good basketball, looking for their 4th straight win. Chance to get back to 500 in conference play. Still a lot of time to go in this Mountain West season. Right now, the Broncos are in 7th place at 4-5. San Jose State 11th at 1-8. Courtesy of the win over Air Force. But a very different looking Spartans team when they're at 100% health-wise. They're starting to get there as Nganga gets tied up. Possession arrow, Boise State. Broncos have been really impressive on the defensive end. I mean, we know they can score. They're averaging 78 points a game this year. And you know that Leon Rice teams are going to put some points up, but they're holding San Jose State to just 37% shooting. 42 points as we're midway through this second half. Buchanan. Trap brings it back out from Meadow. 5 to shoot for Keene. Fielder right over the top of Myers. He's got the big size advantage in there at 6'11". And it's 56-42. Somehow Nganga got wide open, and he'll take the one-handed jam. Second field goal of the night for Sidrak. 56-44, final 10 minutes here from the event center. San Jose State switching up to the zone. Andrews shoots over the top and hits. Dylan Andrews was 0 for 3 from three-point range before that one. Pushes the lead all the way to 15. Nganga tries to answer. Battle for the rebound. Myers tipped it, but it comes right to Buchanan. Pretty passing. Fielder to Meadow for the jam. Boise State firing on all cylinders here in the second half. They've outscored San Jose State 25-11. And now lead it by 17 and another turnover. Meadow behind everybody for 2 more. Boy, that escalated quickly. 9 minutes to go and a 19-point lead. And Boise State has made its last 8 field goals. Foul called on Andrews. It's turned into a dunk fest in this second half. Andrew Meadow up to 15 points. That leads both teams. Garland takes the handoff. Gedarzi trying to get free for a deep shot. Couldn't do it there, so back to Garland. They've done a great job on him. He had nowhere to go with that one as it deflected off the rim. And now behind everybody again. Fielder couldn't lay it in. The tip won't go. And what's the call? Offensive basket interference. Well, right now you can see Boise State just has a level of energy that San Jose State has not been able to match in this second half. They have been forcing turnovers, getting offensive rebounds, getting out in transition. That miss, by the way, the first in a while for Boise State. They had made 8 straight before that miss from Fielder. And even that was a good look. Garland kicks out, nearly turned over. Gedarzi, oh, that's a nice bounce pass to Nganga. Fitted it through a tight window. As we're under 8 minutes to play, 63-46. Andrews, oh, uncontested. He just blew right around Washington. Maybe a miscommunication if he thought he had help. Garland coming quickly the other way. Pull up, rolls in. Garland in double figures with 10. 4 Broncos are in double figures. Meadow with 15, Andrews and Carmichael 11, Fielder has 10. And Fielder will try to add to it, and does. It's all Boise State right now, 68-48. They're shooting 60% from the field. 13 for 18 this half. Spartans can't answer. Another rebound for Fielder, they want to push. They are not wasting any time. Quick release. Another offensive board for Fielder. Another look for Carmichael. And yet another offensive rebound. Andrews. And a foul called on Boise State. We'll take a timeout. See if San Jose State can mount one final run here, trailing by 20. 6:45 to play. Well, it's been a tale of 2 halves so far tonight from San Jose. The Spartans and the Broncos battling at the event center. Boise State led by only 3 at the half, 36-33, but in the second half they've outscored the Spartans 32-15. Broncos 13 of 21 from the field this half. San Jose State just 6 for 17. And you're not going to believe the rebound numbers when I tell you. Well, you might, but I didn't believe them when I saw them. The rebounds this half, Boise State has 15, San Jose State 2. So the Broncos have just been getting after it on the boards. A much more aggressive second half, and it has paid off as they built this lead up to 20, their biggest of the game. Still 6:45 to go. We'll see if San Jose State can try to climb back in this one. You know they're not going to quit. We've seen it all year from them, even shorthanded with injuries. They've battled the whole way. Garland will try a three. Missed it off the front iron, and it comes to Javen Buchanan. Fielder inside, plus the foul. A decisive move from Drew Fielder. He's up to 15 points along with 8 rebounds. And a chance for one more at the free throw line. The hometown Boise kid transfer from Georgetown to join his hometown school, and he's their leading scorer this year at almost 14 points a game. Cashes in at the line to give him 16 tonight, 71-48. Garland, oh, that gets away from Bell. Keene for Buchanan, and he throws it down. Well, it has really turned into a one-sided affair here in the second half. Boise State now up 25. They've scored the last 8. They've outscored the Spartans 37-15 in the second half. Garland tried to draw contact, but no whistle. Here goes Fielder. Around Nganga. No whistle on the other end either. Nganga backing down the smaller NATO, and a foul called on the pass. That will be a 1-and-1 for Cedroc. Javen Buchanan picking up the foul. That is his 4th personal. So 7 fouls on Boise State, 5 for San Jose State. Spartans have really struggled on the offensive end in this game, just 38% from the field. And it's been the 2-point shots that have been tough. They're actually 8 for 20 from 3. That's 40%. That rattles in. But just 10 for 27 on 2-pointers. And that's a credit to the size and the interior defense, I think, for the Broncos, who have made life difficult. Nganga splits the free throws. Bell gets the rebound. Nganga backing down the freshman. Boom, and another foul. To be another 1-and-1 for Sada Nganga. Well, we said earlier, Nganga began his career at Boise State. I don't think there's anyone left from his time there outside of the coaching staff. Played at Seton Hall as a sophomore, and now the last 2 years at San Jose State. Hits the first free throw again. Nganga coming off a season-high 14 points last game at Wyoming. And he rolls that one in. Another tough game coming Saturday for San Jose State. They welcome New Mexico to the event center. 7 p.m. tip. Broncos stay on the road. They'll face Grand Canyon Friday night. That should be a fun one. Grand Canyon's first season in the conference. Boom. Draws contact. and gets the basket to fall. These Boise State freshmen are not afraid. Run Boom up to 7 points. Kickball called, Spartan basketball. So for Boise State, they're on their way to their 4th straight win. And really a nice response after they started 1-5 in the Mountain West. They're going to get to 5-5. Very much still in the mix. At least getting to the upper seeds of the Mountain West tournament. Shot clock running down. Garland will try a 3. And a loose ball foul on the Broncos. Boom picks up his 3rd foul. Another 1-on-1 coming from Melvin Bell. Missed the front end. Boise State really controlling the glass in this game, 34-19. The rebound advantage. And we got a whistle on a foul against the Spartans. That'll take us to the under 4 timeout. 3:58 to go. Boise State in control, up 75-51. Well, here's a look at the upcoming schedule for San Jose State. We talked about that game Saturday night against New Mexico. The Lobos, very good this year. That'll be a terrific challenge. And then on the road for a couple against Colorado State and UNLV before they come back home on Valentine's Day. Take on Grand Canyon and Nevada. Boy, tough schedule in this Mountain West. It has not been a lot of easy games. You look at some of the teams up and down this conference right now. San Diego State at the top at 8-1, but you got a logjam after that. Utah State, New Mexico, Grand Canyon all with 2 conference losses. Nevada and UNLV both with 3 conference losses, and now you got Boise State about to get to 5-5. I mean, Colorado State is a good team, and you see they're just 3-6 in the Mountain West after a 9-2 non-conference schedule. It should all make for an exciting Mountain West tournament in March down in Las Vegas. Parolin gets free for the jam. It has turned into a dunk fest. I've lost count, but it's got to be up around 7 or 8 dunks for Boise State in this game. 77-51. Ganga, I think for a moment thought about trying for the hammer, but he does lay it in. So Nganga into double figures for the 2nd straight game. He's got 11. Aguinaldo Nato, the freshman, works it back around for Carmichael, who attacks the rim. You see the Broncos just so aggressive going after every miss. That'll be a turnover on the Spartans. Boise State averages a +6 rebound margin for the season. That's the 2nd best in the Mountain West. +14 in this game. Carmichael to the corner for Andrews, right down the lane, or Nato, I should say, and he banks it in. 79-53. Four Broncos in double figures, 3 Spartans in double digits as Nganga gets 2 more. He's up to 13. So if you're looking for positives, maybe that's one for San Jose State. Back-to-back solid offensive performances for Cedric Nganga. He had 14 on Saturday, 13 tonight. As Nato off the mark with the 3. Boom elevates for the rebound. And do they call a foul? or a held ball. I'm going to say a foul. Gedarzi's fourth foul. And that'll send Bun Boom to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. As we mentioned, Boise State will head to Grand Canyon Friday night. That'll be a good matchup before the Broncos return home to face Nevada. Again, these two teams will meet in Boise later this season, February 21st. Broncos about to win their 5th in a row over San Jose State. And again, for the Spartans, we'll see if they can continue to get bodies back. Good to have Jermaine Washington and Colby Garland healthy once again. They're still without Yafet Mundi, Ben Roseborough, and Javon Hanna. As Gedarzi gets the shot blocked by Aarons. Coast to coast, NATO lays it in. Credit to this Boise State team. They have not taken their foot off the gas and have scored 47 points in this second half. 47-22 their advantage. And Ganga for three. The rebound for Carmichael. Ethan Lathan into the game for Boise State. He has it in the post. Backs down and banks it in. The redshirt freshman playing just his 5th game of the year. And now Boise State 1 point away from a 50-point second half. Jermaine Washington will get to the free throw line. Well, the lead was only 3 at halftime, but Boise State is still undefeated when they lead at the half. They're going to be now 13-0 when leading at halftime. So you talk about a great job playing with the lead. And not only did they play with the lead tonight, they extended it in a big way in the second half. From up 3 to now up 29. 1 for 2 for Jermaine Washington. Final minute from the event center. Boom for 3, and he got fouled. It'll be 3 shots for Bun Boom. If he makes even one of them, will become the 5th Boise State Bronco in double figures tonight. Couldn't get the first. He's now 3 for 6 at the line tonight. Well, Boom had only attempted 4 free throws the whole season before this game. He's going to attempt 8 in this one. And that one puts him into double figures with 10 points. It also gives Boise State a 50-point second half. (87-56). Broncos will get to 13-8 on the season overall, 5-5 in the Mountain West. Spartans going to fall to 6-15 as Bell couldn't quite lay it in. NATO 1-on-3 all the way to the rim for 2 more. San Jose State going to fall to 1-9 in the Mountain West. Ganga trying to get 2 more. He gets fouled by Lathan. So a couple more free throws for Sada. $53 points this half for Boise State. It has been an impressive display. Yanga hits the first one. So Yanga matches the season high. And there's a new season high, 15 points for Nganga against his former team. Broncos don't need to shoot again. Final seconds will tick off. Leon Rice says dribble it out. And Boise State is victorious on the road, 89-58. The Broncos extend their winning streak to 4 in a row and even their Mountain West record at 5-5. Take a look at some of the final totals from this one. Boise State ends up shooting 59% from the field, 5 for 16 from 3, 18 of 25 at the free throw line. San Jose State 38% shooting, 8 for 22 from three-point range, and 10 for 18 at the line. Boy, the rebound difference was pretty negligible in the first half, but 39-20 is Boise State's advantage when it's all said and done. And really, it was the points in the paint that was the big difference. 56 points in the paint for Boise State, just 24 for San Jose State, as the Broncos with an impressive win, an impressive second half. And they will try to extend their winning streak Friday night as they head to Grand Canyon. San Jose State remains home. They'll try and pull off the upset Saturday against New Mexico. Again, that one tips off at 7 o'clock. Well, I want to thank our Mountain West Network crew. Thank all of you for watching. I'm Ben Ross. Our final score once again, Boise State 89, San Jose State 58. Good night from the Event Center.